This is a review for the Angel Fire Resort in Angel Fire, New Mexico. So we are here at the Angel Fire RV Resort. We are in a mountain view spot. So you can see we have a view of the mountains and that open space behind us. The spots are pretty large. So behind us, you can see Jeremy setting up the electrical and stuff, but we have 50 amp, we have septic, we have water, and then here's the rest of our spot. Nice landscaping here. There is a really nice picnic table that is set here, and all cement below us. And then the girls are playing under the trees. Probably a newer park, so there's some trees here, but they're not super long-term growth. And then as we head out here, you can see the clubhouse in the distance, and I'll show more of that when we actually go into the clubhouse. Some of the other spots that are mountain view, and then you can see there's pull-throughs off in the distance there. They also have buddy spots where you have a common shared area between you and the neighbor. So if you're coming here with another RV family, here's a little bit more with our setup. You can see we are at site 708. This is middle of October, so it's probably off season. I bet it fills up here in the summer months. The price is about $130 a night. So at least that's what we're paying here for this time while we're staying here. Park has a lot of nice open spaces between RVs. A lot of nice space between RVs at the spots, and then some green open spaces where there's little benches and places to sit. So that's the clubhouse area. There's some swings here. Off in the distance here, you can see there is a couple of pickleball courts. And then we have a tetherball. I don't even think my kids know what that is. Some more swings, and then this fenced-in space right off here, I'm sure, is a dog park spot. Yeah, there's some poop bags, and it's all fenced in. So I think we're gonna let Astrid run around and enjoy the dog park. It's fall here, so you can see there's some pretty incredible colors, fall colors. A lot of open spaces, probably this time of year. I believe this is a year-round campground, and I'll double check that and make sure to tell you if that's correct, because there is a ski resort in Taos that's actually pretty nice and has some steepness to it. So okay, so I did double check, and they are open year-round. What's nice is you're only about a half hour from Taos proper, the Taos area and the downtown, and then the ski resort is just about a half hour north of that as you're kind of heading up onto the mountain. So really good proximity to a bunch of cool things. You can see here some of the other amenities. They have horseshoes, and then you can see here they have the pickleball courts. This is a look in the clubhouse. You can see they have some games here, different rooms. There's a fireplace area, a bunch of seating. We're out walking, so we're not going in right now. More card tables and places to do stuff, and then they have a fire pit out in the background. Out in the back, where they do things like s'mores. They're having s'mores sometimes, and then they're doing other things by the fire pit. And we're allowed to have our propane tank here, but you can't do like a campfire. Probably a lot of fire risk, but that was fine with us. It was a beautiful night. We enjoyed watching a movie outside. And then the next day we headed into Taos. So like I mentioned, it's only a half hour to get into Taos. There's a lot of cool things to see here. The Kit Carson Home and Museum is here. And then the historic church, the San Francisco de Asís, is here. You can go over to the Rio Grande Bridge, which is huge. And then we happened to come into snow as we were heading back to the campsite, even though we were just watching a movie last night outside. So plenty of snow at our campsite when we got back. And that's kind of the way it is, especially in October. You never quite know when the weather's going to change for you. So be prepared and have the proper gear. What was nice though is it gave a beautiful sunrise and some beautiful snow, but it really melted by about 10 o'clock when we were heading out and through Taos to head down to Santa Fe. So I hope you enjoyed this review and it was useful to you. I want to mention one other thing. Angel Fire, we were booked here a year ago, and that was the time when we had our DEF system fail on our Freightliner, and we ended up stranded on the side of I-25, and we couldn't make it to the reservation. So even though I wasn't giving them 24-hour, 48-hour notice or whatever, I called them, and they allowed me to have a credit. They didn't penalize us by charging us the deposit or anything. They just kept our deposit credit in there, and then we used that on this stay. So they were very nice and accommodating, and not a lot of RV parks are like that. So really kudos to them. So I hope you enjoyed this. You can follow us for more content on homeschooling, RV travel, and visiting national parks and sites and campgrounds. Thanks so much.